4 Charlie Papa is 10 miles to the north. Request touch and goes on 17 4 Charlie Papa.
Manager 4 Charlie Papa, San Marcos Tower, make straight in runway 17, report a 3-mile final, altimeter now 3005.
Altimeter 3005, cleared on 1 mile final for 17 4 Charlie Papa.
I said report at 3 mile.
Papa, that's report a 3-mile final.
Sorry, we'll report on a 3-mile final for Charlie Papa. I'll be honest, I actually perform better when you're not here because I feel like you're microanalyzing me. I probably have more anxiety.
No, I am, but don't worry, I'm just a passenger, you know. I'm not here to scare you. I'm just making sure that you're safe. Just think of me as a supervisor with no authority.
Okay. So I do see, is that the airport, the field?
Correct.
Oh no, I see it's
11
left now. Okay.
And that one on the far left is our runway.
Right.
What's our traffic pattern altitude?
1,600.
Alright, and what is the altitude that the Delta Airspace starts at, or tops at? So you're on the satellite imagery, you should probably be on...
VFR.
Yeah.
I just don't like the VFR. There's just too much information.
Yeah, well you need all that information. You're gonna have to buy a VFR chart here sooner or later.
Oh, I do have one.
Okay. So we should be using that instead of your core flight, but
where are they gonna have a big map open right here?
Yep, big map.
Well, I see 17 is pretty much the one that's just straight in from where we are.
That's correct. So we'll just stay straight until we can get that, until we can just turn a final. And you said report a 3 mile.
Okay. Should we start descending?
At your discretion, we're 7 miles. I would say it's a good time to make a slow descent. So with the airspace, the Delta airspace, there's a number right here that's 3,100. Delta airspaces usually go up to 2,500, and since it is 600 feet above the field elevation, the 2,000 feet, or the 3,100 is mean sea level.
Okay.
So it's still 2,500 feet above the ground, but with the above ground level included.
So, I mean, if we were above 3,100, we wouldn't have to request clearance from San Marcos to fly over. That would just more or less be a courtesy if we wanted to.
Yeah, just to fly over. We kind of, we want to be 500 feet below 3,100, so like 2,600 prior to entering the airspace. And then getting close to the traffic pattern, we're wanting to be at the pattern altitude.
And then what's considered the traffic pattern is what, 10 miles out? Or
no, you don't do traffic patterns at 10 miles.
All right, 5 miles.
That's the beginning of the airspace. We want to be 2,600 feet before entering, or as we enter the airspace, and then as we transition into the traffic pattern, we need to lose 1,000 feet. So within 3 miles, so your traffic patterns are going to be about a mile and a half.
Okay.
There's a 5 mile mark, so we're just now entering the airspace. So we will make this just a normal, since it is very, very windy, we'll just do a 20 degrees flaps.
Okay.
And then wind check.
Try again.
San Marcos Tower, 4 Charlie Papa request wind check.
Delta 4 Charlie Papa, wind 170 at 8.
Awesome. It's not too bad, just feels worse than it is.
Okay.
Cessna 4 Charlie Papa, runway 17, cleared for the option, make left close traffic.
Clear for the option on runway 17 and make left close traffic for Charlie Papa.
Alright, so we can do our approach whenever, or sorry, our checklist.
Yeah, bring that out.
It doesn't have the before lane checklist on there, but memory item,
okay.
you know, fuel selectors on both.
Yeah.
You got to trim out for your airspeed, make sure it's full in, lights. We don't need our taxi light on. Why is our taxi light on? Why is our taxi light on?
Oh, I did not see that. That was not me. That was somebody else left it up there.
Alright.
Okay. I'm inclined to say, oh, we don't need a deflaps. We can wait a few more seconds.
Yeah, we're good. So we're just looking for our airspeed right now.
Say flaps 10.
Alright. Under 110.
And flaps 20.
And just verified that we are under 85 for flaps 20 and 30 if you do.
Oh, I mean, isn't 20 just under, what, 90 there?
That's 85 right there.
Oh, okay.
So when we do the flaps, just verify 20 degrees of flaps under 85 knots, and we are under 85.
Okay. Yeah, I always check before I do that.
Ooh, yes. Alright, we're a little fast. Alright, good job.
Okay.
Maintain center line.
Yeah, that was weird. It seems like we're on one wheel for a second.
Yeah, we were.
Okay.
You kept power in there, huh?
No, I did cut the power.
Oh, it was all the way out?
I don't know if it was all the way out, but I mean, it was probably within 5% of being all the way out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we floated so long as well, is because you had that power in there.
Okay. That's a miss.
But that's okay, I don't mind with it being, you know, I don't think those winds are accurate with it. There's gust factors in here.
Right. Or isn't that technically wind shear? I mean,
Let's climb at VY. So VY throughout the entire pattern. All the way up until our altitude.
And so we want to wait till we hit the pattern altitude before we go into the crosswind?
300 feet below. So 1300.
Okay.
Watch that rudder. Remember, you don't always have to put left rudder when you turn left.
Alright. Oh. No, we drifted.
On your check ride, they give you plus or minus 200 feet in the pattern. So just, you know, you're 150 feet high right now. Just take it into consideration. Let's get into a downwind.
Charlie Papa, runway 17, cleared for the option, wind 180 at 13, gust 16.
There's a gust.
Clear for the option on runway 17, for Charlie Papa.
Alright, so we passed our point of descent, so Tell me what we're doing.
Waiting a little bit further before we return to base.
Are we going to go to base with power, or are we still going to stay
No.
at 1600?
So downwind is 100, and then base is going down to 80.
Yeah, we pull power to 15. We're supposed to do that a beam of our landing point, so we better cut a lot of power.
I know we could have done flaps at 10 at the downwind as well.
We could have. So, fuel selectors on both, mixtures in, lights are on. These seat backs are secured and erect. So pull that power back to 15. Under 110. Don't turn too early. Follow it in. Well, they got some cars doing a little bit of indie work. We're a little bit fast. We can still put in those 20 degrees, right? We'll only do 20 because of the wind. We'll just let that airspeed come to us. Keep that center line. There it is, good job. Okay, center line.
What's up, man? Full power.
Alright. You want to do a crosswind landing?
I don't know, should we?
Alright. Yep, go ahead and take off. St. Marcus Tower, Skyhawk 904 Charlie Papa, request 13 landing.
Just 4 Charlie Papa, roger, and left downwind runway 13.
Left downwind 13, 4 Charlie Papa.
So is that 13 right there?
Yeah, this is 13, so we'll just kind of like do more of a 200 and, or like almost a 180, a little more than a 180.
Okay. You mean, once we get up here, just do a 180?
Yeah.
Go back that way?
Yeah. It'll be just, well actually, it'll be, we'll do a 90-degree turn just to the left to kind of estimate when we should turn downwind. Keep that rudder in there. Don't cross control it. There's 300 below. We should start turning.
To the left, right?
Correct. Level off right here just to see our runway. That rudder in there. Remember, you don't always have to. Alright, so we'll just make a crosswind on where that 3-1 right there, and we'll kind of turn a little bit more to the left.
Okay, so we're going to go around and land on the other side?
Correct.
Because otherwise we'd be landing in the wind, which is not what we want, right?
Oh, we want to land into the wind? We always land into the wind.
Right, well, I mean, you know, where it's not pushing on your tail.
Yeah, we don't want a tailwind. Because then you'll be floating for days.
So is it okay that we're kind of close to 17?
Yeah, there's nobody out here. That's why he allowed us to do that. tell him we are midfield whenever we get there. We're 100 feet low. Use that trim if you need to.
Attention all aircraft, it is information hotels current at San Marcos, altimeter is 3004. Cessna 4 Charlie Papa, runway 13, cleared to land, wind is 170 at 11, gust 16.
Clear for the option on run 13 for Charlie Papa.
Alright, there's our point. That's our intention landing point. That's where we do
flaps 10 right now.
Yep, we got to pull power to 15 first. Remember, always think of your checklist. I had one that I let my student borrow that I wouldn't turn just yet. Yeah, we're not quite 45 to the downwind. And you're forgetting something else too.
Well, flaps could be 10, I know that.
Alright. And so whenever we're about midfield, then we'll do our before landing checklist, you know. That's the mixtures of full forward, fuel selectors on both, we have our lights on, and then our seatbelts are secured. Just getting the routine of it. Alright. So since the wind's going to be coming from the right side now, we'll have aileron into the wind, which will be right aileron, thumbs up into the up aileron, and we'll have the opposite rudder. So right aileron and left rudder.
Calling tower, say again?
Roger, helicopter 137 Mike Tango, calling San Marcos Tower.
Helicopter 7 Mike Tango, tower.
7 Mike Tango is 11 miles to the northeast, inbound for landing for refuel.
Helicopter 7 Mike Tango, proceed direct to the field, report a mile northeast. Where are you going to park?
We're going to go to Barry and we'll report a mile northeast. 7 Mike Tango, thank you.
We're fast and we're high. Could slip it if you wanted to. That would be the wrong rudder. You always put your aileron into the wind. So it would be full right, full left rudder.
I don't really think it's necessary at the moment.
Well, that's what you want to do when you slip it, is create all that drag.
Right.
A little bit less. Yeah. And a little bit sideways. Add a little bit of right rudder in there. Alright, now we'll keep a little bit of aileron. Go ahead and full power. We'll keep a little bit of aileron so we kind of, we'll take off with that left wheel first. Go ahead and pull up. Just like that so we don't skid across.
Okay. Yeah, I have troubles if I'm landing in the crosswind like that or any kind of wind, you know, trying to...
Keep that rudder in there. Right rudder, step on the ball.
Before Charlie Pop, what are your intentions now?
If we could do another landing on 13.
Okay, full stop or something else?
Touch and goes.
Okay, left traffic, only 13.
Left traffic 13, 4 Charlie Papa.
For Charlie Papa, only 13, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go on 13 for Charlie Papa.
So remember, before landing checklist, we don't pull our power back yet. That's only, we're just doing kind of a before landing, and then we get to our point, and then we pull our power. You can take the power back now.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're kind of...
So mixture's full, fuel selector's in, lights are on. Go 1500. And then 10 degrees of flaps. Don't forget.
So in the case of a short field landing where we're not doing full flaps, should we do 20 on the final? Or the base?
Yeah, you can still, well, I mean, we could do 30 degrees, but, I mean, it's going to be just hard to judge. So let's go ahead and do a short field on the 1,000 footers. So you can't land before it, you can only land after it plus 200 feet. So we're really just looking for our airspeed to be where it needs to be.
Sorry, helicopter 137 Mike Tango reports a mile north of the approach into runway 17.
Helicopter 7 Mike Tango.
We're looking for, we want to land at 60 knots, 65 knots.
If it's one that parallels, that's the ramp in front of Barry, yes.
So we need 30 degrees.
Traffic is a Cessna, short final runway 13 for a touch and go. Pass behind him and proceed to Alpha in front of Barry. You're clear to land on Alpha, the hover taxi on the ramp.
Okay, we're looking for that traffic. We'll pass behind him, Alpha, and then hover taxi into Barry, thanks.
So those 1,000 footers right there, that's our landing point.
Traffic outside for 7 Mike Tango.
There we go. Awesome.
Flaps up. And full power.
Keep a little bit of right aileron in
So Mike
there.
Tango, wind 190 at 8.
Mike Tango, roger,
There
thank
we
you.
go.
And 4 Charlie Papa camera 0 on 17.
4 Charlie Papa, and left down, runway 17.
Downwind 17, 4 Charlie Papa.
And we'll do, let's do a no flap landing. How about that?
Sounds adventurous.
All right, forget the no flap landing. You're gonna get a power off landing. Let me give you, we're gonna do a shorter perch.
So like as if my engine just died
Yep,
right now.
not right now, no. Wait till he clears us. All right, don't forget your procedures too. You know, we've already passed our point.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do something else. Okay, so we can do
Well, I'm hoping he's gonna.
power to 1,500. Below 100, we can do times 10.
All right, pull your engine. Pull it all the way to idle.
So then I kind of want to
I would take your flaps out. I'd take them out. Yep. So,
turn now.
yeah, first thing, airspeed, looking for 65 or 70, around there, in between 65 and 70. You have to pitch for your airspeed, so pitch up. Maintain 65 or 70.
Fort Charlie Papa is left base 17.
Number 4 Charlie Papa, runway 17, clear for the option.
Go ahead.
Clear for the option 17, 4 Charlie Papa.
So we still have a lot of altitude to lose now.
Well, I'm kind of like,
So we're just judging everything. So right now, we can always lose altitude, but we don't want to gain altitude, or we can't gain altitude. So put in 10 degrees of flaps now. That's going to be the last thing we want to do is add flaps.
so
So don't quite turn in yet. Just kind of ease it in there. I would say add 20 degrees of flaps. And then into 30 degrees of flaps. We're gonna land right on those 1,000 footers. We're looking good. Make sure your power's still idle.
Yep.
Cool. And we'll still come down. Aim for the numbers. Put it down for the number. Actually, no, we're good here. Just keep that airspeed right where it's at. Got a lot of wind in our face, so coming down real slow. All right.